and we're in the nerve centre, as per usual. Never managed to get on yesterday. Horrendous cold. Farmer Pete was on though, so you always got your Dulscone fix, which is the main thing. Hello, Flossie. Whoa. Here. Who's here from? Hello, darling. Hello, darling. Yes, Floss. Yes, look at the cameras. Look. That's it. Good. Nice to be checking with wee Flossie. Right. So, getting fed up tonight. Trying to get everyone sorted. We're trying to actually, with Flossie up here, it's a good wee segue into what we're trying to do with Floss. We're trying to get her accustomed to coming up into the shed and just kind of hanging out with us in the shed, rather than coming out of the kennel and then going absolutely buck mad and running about everywhere and getting so excited. Just out more, socialising around with us. If she sees lambs, that's okay. She's not wanting to chase anything. She's not wanting to, go crazy. She's more wanting to come into the farm dog, where she is just wandering around and she's quite happy. Now, obviously, we had Floss and Meg before, and Meg went away and got trained with Emma Gray, and Kyle's Emma was training Meg, and it was we put in so much time and effort, but kind of ended in disappointment, really. Her temperament just wasn't right for the farm. She was just getting a wee bit... She was getting to the stage where we couldn't trust her. We were scared she was maybe just going to, with all the different people that are around the farm. Where are you going, darling? All the different people that are going around the farm, there's different faces here all the time, whether it's tradesmen, workmen, people looking at animals, people bringing straw in, people bringing hay. There's just a whole raft of different people going about, and we just were like, Floss away. We were just like, do you know what? She's just not the fit. And we had to take action before she did end up having a go at someone, and she just wasn't suited for us, and it was really heartbreaking to do. But she's away up to Argyll, onto a farm in Argyll, to a guy that Kyle knows, and is getting on great. She's on a hill farm up there with loads of blackies. Scottish blackface sheep. Flossie, I'm watching you, darling. Scottish blackface sheep, and she's getting on great. So she has still a full working sheepdog. It's just she's not a sheepdog for us. And although we're trying our absolute best, we've done everything that we could. Look at our wee wonder kid in there having a sook. It just wasn't to be, and that's just the way it goes. So kind of heartbreaking, but it was definitely the right choice for everyone on the farm. And I'm saying all the changing faces on the farm. Didn't even mention the 150,000 visitors we have to the farm every year. So it was a big risk, and it is a big risk, and that's actually why we'd never had dogs in the farm, sheepdogs in the farm, up until that point, because we were just always worried about that situation, and it ended up coming true, and that was the thing. That was the end result. So Flossie is no problem at all. She's quite happy. She's wired to the moon, and I think she's probably a few sandwiches short of a picnic. But she gets on great, and she has an absolute great time every single day of her life, and she's very lovable, and almost too lovable at times. Look at her. She's a nutter. Anyway, moving on from that, where are we going today? Well, we're getting everything... Has the hare arrived back yet, Kyle? We're getting everything fed up. Kyle's been fencing with Connor today, trying to bring some of our fields back into use after putting the polytunnel up. You'll see down here, we have a big brown patch in the middle of the field, and that's from moving some of the soil when we were digging out for the polytunnel, and we've just ended up, we moved it into some low bits in the field and then smoothed it all out, so we kind of kept the same gradient right the way through the field. So it's a lot better for drainage on the field and getting that water running off, rather than just having low bits and having puddles. And you can see down here where that brown patch is, that's where we've smoothed all that off. There's no grass on that anymore, or there's no grass on it yet. Once we get grass on it, it'll firm up and go a lot greener and be able to use it. But for just now, we need to get it fenced off, because we can't run anything from the bottom fields up round by there in case they get out, and you can't put anything on to eat some of that grass that we've got in there at the moment, because they will just wander about all over the place and end up on the road down there. So if we get that fenced, it's not a big run, but if we get that fenced, it should bring that field back into use again, which would be great. And hopefully in the spring we can get some sheep on there, some donkeys on there, or whatever. and use that field again. It shouldn't take too long, probably 4 to 6 weeks to get some grass on there, and yeah, bring that field back into things. But whether you forget, because the polytunnels seem like they've been here for ages, but they haven't. They've only been here for a few months, and we're still trying to gather ourselves together and get everything tidied up and back into full production from when the polytunnels went up. So it's yeah, it's still going to take a good part up to the early summer to get it where we want it, and to get the fields where we want them and back to some sort of working order like they were before the big, huge project of putting the polytunnels commenced. So that's what they've been up to today, and Hare is currently away picking up a few bales for us. In fact, there he comes right now, picking up some haylage bales from our straw and hay dealer. Here he comes right now. So we're going to try some new bales. We're needing to buy some in. We're short a bale this year. The sheep have ate us out of house and home. If it wasn't for increasing our sheep numbers, we would have like 250 bales left. But the sheep have ate that many bales. They eat us out of house and home. And it's the first year we've ran 400 breeding ewes before, so we weren't sure how much. We thought we had plenty of fodder, but turns out we're going to be short. So we're going to have to buy some in. Sore one as well, because they're about 40 pounds a bale. Potentially more if we were having to get them delivered from anywhere. So these are locals, so we're going to see how that goes. Kyle, you want them down there or do you want them up here? Here he comes. You can see the pickup down there. Alien says, looks like a nice day there, Ben. Yeah, it's rained all morning. Of course it has. It always rains. But it's brightened up this afternoon. It's to be a really nice day and a really nice weekend coming up. So hopefully that's the weather starting to break. We'll get a good Easter holidays under our belt, have a good lamb in, and get some grass growing. That's what we want. We could do with a good Easter. Good Easter, we really could. And we've been doing a lot of improvements around about the farm and around about the park, so we could really do with a good Easter. Hello, darling. You okay? Good lass. Good lass. Let's have a look at these bales. I'm interested to see these bales. Look at her tongue. It's roasting here knots today. Apparently nearly 20 degrees in some places in the UK today. That is phenomenal. Beautiful weather. Kyle's got the t-shirt on. Feeling the heat? Feeling the heat?
Sweating.
I've got some new Lambing Club polo coming for you. New Golden Guernsey polo coming for you. New jackets coming. Oh, there's a lot coming in. There's a lot in the works. Yeah, new hoodies. I'll get you some new hoodies.
I need a replacement Lambing Club one. Mine's
a replacement Lambing Club one. Yeah, okay, there's the orders coming in now.
Aged, like.
Here's the orders coming in. Today, actually, Alice has just put a wee sale on the website for some 636 merch on. We're trying to make some new room for the loads of new merch that's coming on. So if you want to have a wee look on the 636 merch for Farmer Pete, there's a sale on, a few offers on there for some zippies and t-shirts. There we go. They went on today. Not saying you can't sell them, but I'm just saying they're...
No. No, say nothing.
Don't bite.
No, I was going to say some news. It's all right.
Okay, that's it. That's what we got from Pete. I was going to say something, but now I'm not. No, Pete's 636 is on. There's a limited amount of t-shirts and zippies available just to make room for some new merch and a new line that Pete's going to be bringing out as well. So that is the plan on that. That's what Pete's excited about, he says. Are you wanting to open one of these? I'm desperate to see what's going on here.
It's not well, I'm cut a bit out of them.
We've opened the top. We've got two different types of fodder here. So
right, tell us here.
This first one, there's 40 of these available. That's from one patch, and this is from another pile, and there's about 13 or 14 of these.
Right. So 40 of the first,
yeah. 13
or 14 of the second.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you spell the goat breed of Flick and Sooty? Anglo-Nubian. Anglonubian. Anglo-Nubian. It's an English. It's an English milking goat.
All good farmers.
I don't even know if I got this. I think it's maybe yours. To be honest.
Just give me holding the side of it.
Yeah, you holding the side, Kyle. You holding the side.
Like a wee inspection.
So here says there's 40 of these ones available. I thought that was mould there.
So did I.
Oh, that looks nice. That'll do us. Sniff test.
Oh yeah. Lovely.
Delicious. Smells like honey. There's 40 of them available and 13 of these. That's barely haylage. That's almost complete hay.
You know what? It's too expensive. We're going to put it back in there.
that's how expensive it is. We'll pop it back in.
Looks good as well.
We'll just take it. Okay. We're taking it, Pete.
I got stuff over
Yeah.
there for the goats. And that stuff will be there for the sheep.
Well, there's only 13 of them though.
So do the sheep.
Do the sheep a week. Oh God. But sheep are going to go out onto our nice luscious grass soon, Kyle.
Ah, it's like not long. It's start kidding next week.
We start kidding next week. Everyone breathe. Look at her, monkey. Right, well that's a good job, so I can message John and tell him that'll do. Yes? Happy?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. I have no words. That's around 1600 quid gone just like that, just to feed them for a few weeks. Staggering. Anyway, that is the way it is. We've run out, so
Oh, we've not run out, but we're close to it.
we are going to though.
Nah, we're 100% close.
But would this see us through, do you think, Kyle? Would that be enough?
Do you know, we'll not be far off. Effectively, it's going to do us 5 weeks.
Well,
And then the stuff down there could potentially do us another 10 weeks once the sheep go out.
well,
if we
if
don't have to feed outside.
that's the case, then if we don't have to feed outside, if that's the case, then we could see right to when we make some more hay.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what we're looking for. So, like Kyle says, we start lambing and kidding, or start kidding next week. Connor was keeping an eye. We'll go and have a wee look at Kinder because you need to see what's going on there. We'll have a wee look. Kyle, could you lift up wee Wonder Kid down here just to see how her navel's looking? Lynn says, Ben, did you get your cheese? I did. Thank you so much. I did get some cheese. Me and Kyle like a bit of cheese, don't we, Kyle?
A bit of cheese, yeah.
Her bag.
I've not seen cheese.
I've not actually seen it either. I just seen a wee note to say that it's came in. I think it's in the fridge. We'll get some. Good girl. We need to keep an eye on this bag. I was saying on our supporters live earlier, we need to keep an eye on this bag. Let's have a look, darling. Let's have a look. Oh, no. Ah, it's looking nice and tidy, isn't it?
Oh, skittery bum.
Oh, no. Runny bum. That's because there's so much milk in there. But that navel's looking absolutely great. No problems at all. Look how many spots are on there.
Yo,
Never seen a goat like it.
it was so cool the way it like glows in the heat lamp.
Yeah, all right, tell everyone what you've seen, Kyle.
So like it's in below the heat lamp the other night there, and obviously because the heat lamp's red, it's like the grey silver on its like body just like glows, and it's like a lava lamp.
Yeah, it does. Looks like a wee goat, aka lava lamp in the heat box. So
I can actually get the picture up.
it looks really smart. Put it on the supporters.
Yeah, I'll put it in sport.
Put it in the supporters group just now. If you're not in the supporters group, do join us in there, and you can see it. You'll get added into a private group for all our supporters, and you'll be able to see that picture of it glowing under the heat lamp. It looks really, really cool. It does. It looks smart. So navel all looking good. Sooty looking very happy, but we do need to keep an eye on that bag. That bag is enormously big, and she's just prepared so well for the babies. Look at them jumping about there. They're delighted with life, Kyle. Absolutely delighted with life. Right, okay, let's go and see. Look at our wee pen of Suffolk's in here as well. See, when you get a bit, it only takes a couple of hours, and then you've got a nice bit of sun, a little bit of heat, and you see the lambs. There's Fergus and Felicia sitting down there. You see the lambs all huddling up, and they're nice and cozy. They're doing well. They're liking the heat, and they're basking away, and you think, do you know, spring's on the way? And then next thing, torrential rain. Shower. Yes, we need to mention our new lambs. So we kind of got caught out a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, a little bit.
Well, so what happened was there's one of our Suffolks, the last one to lamb in here. She gave birth without us noticing.
Yeah, I came in this morning and there was a new set of lambs. Well, they didn't even look that new, but we've not lambed them. We've not had them in a pen because they're not marked. We've not got a spray on them. But but they were just chilling out in the pen, quite the thing.
So she's had them herself. They've been wandering about the pen.
There's one there.
That's one of them there, yeah.
And the other's lying with its mum.
And she's just had them, looked after them, and kind of camouflaged herself into the background to the point where she's probably had them through the night or late at night.
Yeah.
Had her babies, and never told us, basically.
She's shouting for it. She's getting raging.
There she is, yeah. Here, it'll run back over, look. She might get up and see where it's going. You watch her. Watch what happens here. Ed's trying to find her. There you go. It's found mum.
So, our best mum lambed herself, and we never even seen it happen.
Yeah. And she just got the job done, and that was it.
Up and soaked and everything.
So there you go. Up, licked, soaked, job done. She's having a good stretch, loves her babies, and that's it. That's the way you want it.
Only they would all do that.
If only they'd all done that.
We wouldn't laugh.
We would have. Right, we're looking at, so, I was saying, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, has Ruben moved a camera onto here for watching 71? Has the Twitch camera on there? Let me know. Lots of people saying what a great mum she is. She is. She's a fantastic mum. We've named the little wonder kid Sweep because mum's Sooty. So we've got Sooty and Sweep.
What's the other one?
Don't know what the other one is. What's the other one again? Twitch not moved yet. I'll have a wee look at it. I'll tell Christoph to have a wee look and see if he can change that over. But Sooty is due to give birth. She's the next one to give birth. She has been in with Merlin. Remember, cast your mind back to October when Merlin was being a nightmare. He was destroying everything. He was absolutely ruining every single gate that we had. And we're like, we'll have to put some females in with them to try and calm him down. Because he was going to destroy, he was going buck mad. Without hurting himself, he was going to hurt someone else or break everything that we had. So we put a few females in with him. First of all was Sooty, because she kept jumping out as well, so we put her in a higher pen, and that kept Merlin happy and her from jumping out. So Sooty went in there, which explains why there's a set of twins out. 71 went in there, so she's due, and Honeycomb went in. However, I don't think Merlin served her at that stage, and I think she's in kid to Flick, who is our Anglo-Nubian male, so that'll be a pure Anglo-Nubian. Oh, there he is over there, yeah, with the spots. So I think it'll be Flick. And yeah, I don't think she's due, but certainly 71 is due. She's called 71 because she has the markings of a 71 on her back. And I think she's going to be next. She's quite loose at the back end. We'll have a wee look at her bag actually and see what she's looking like. She's very loose at the back end. Oh, look at that, Kyle.
Aye.
Her teats have all filled up as well.
Yeah. It's definitely imminent.
Give us a prediction.
Saturday night.
Saturday night?
Yeah.
Away to Saturday? Ooh. Predictions, please, in here. That's her sister here. That's 70. So just because she's called 71, she got 70. So that's why they're always together. You know, they always stick together. They look like twins, don't they? But yeah, they're just, I don't know, look at those teats, they're filling right up. I don't know if she'll make Saturday night. Especially at the back end, she's just so loose, like she's getting ready for them to arrive at any minute. So we'll see. And hopefully with the markings, we were looking at her at Supporters Live, but we never had a good look at her back end, but it certainly looks like she's opening up. So who knows? Hopefully we can get that changed, that camera changed. Could you ask Christoph to put a camera on Sooty's pen, Kyle? So yeah, that's the plan with her. That is the plan. Now, we're going to have to make up a little bit more room in here. So ideally what we're going to need to do for coming up to lambing time is we need to get some of these pens emptied. So all of these girls that are in here, it'd be lovely for everyone to come and see all the Suffolk lambs, but I don't think we're going to be able to have them in here. They're going to have to go out into the field, across the road, onto the hill field, and be outside with their mums for us starting lambing. We're just not going to have the room to keep everything inside. So we'll try and loosen off some of the pressure in here by taking all these outside, and then that'll let us have this bottom shed and potentially this half of this shed for some singles maybe. because we need all the sheep up here. We really need all the sheep up here to keep an eye on them before they start lambing. Once they start, they're not going to stop. So we need to have them all up here, and we're going to have a tight squeeze for quite a while, for maybe a couple of weeks until we get them out onto the field and with their lambs. But it is going to be really tight. So that's a plan. These girls will be going outside in the next few days or over the weekend, because the weekends should be really nice. So we'll get them outside and get them sorted out. And then, of course, these guys, pygmy goats, are going to start kicking off. That's when we need all our heat boxes. That's when we need all our maternity pens and ICU pens. So we're getting there. And not to forget, let's not forget, whilst all this is going on, we still need to have tomorrow lunchtime for 71. Wendy and Simon say, well, you could be right. Could be right. Oh yeah, I went over there to see Kinder and I completely forgot. Kinder was who was trying to steal Sootie's kids when they were born. And Connor thought she was kind of scratching the ground and circling about a little bit. And we had to keep an eye out for her. But I've never saw anything else this afternoon to make me worry. But if we're moving that camera onto 71's pen, then that'll certainly help. Yeah, but in amongst all this, we have our donkeys. So these girls are still to give birth, and they're not looking any less pregnant. They're absolutely massive. Now, this shows you the variation that they have in the gestation period. Because, obviously, Rio and Zara have both given birth so far, and there's 5 of them in here to give birth. They all went to the male at the same time. But when was Rio born? Rio's male was born about a month ago? Yeah, it would have been a month ago now. So, if Milo was born a month ago, the rest of them are still hanging on. And I would say Floss wasn't looking too close. Sadie looks very close. I thought she was going to give birth the other day. And Eeyore looks massive as well. So, but they all went to the male at the same time. So this is literally just your gestation variation coming right through in the breeds and all the donkeys. You know, it's not a case of, oh, they're holding on, they're doing this and that. It's just a case of some of them have a much longer pregnancy as others. So whereas Zara and Rio were probably about a year, these guys might be 13 and a half months. Obviously, it depends when they were served as well. But if those two were served, it tells you the rest of them should have been served in pretty short order as well. So we can't narrow it down too much, and that ends up being quite frustrating for us. But look at the size of Sadie's bag as she's walking away there. You can see it just emerging through. Donkeys have really small little petite bags, but you can actually see it emerging through the back legs as she's walking. So that's telling you when the big bag comes that the baby's not far away. I said like a week ago she was going to give birth, and she's still not. But her stomach, look at it. For goodness sake. Like, it's getting a little bit ridiculous. You can see that bag as well. So, yeah, that's where we are, and hopefully they'll give birth before we start lambing. Imagine trying to lamb and foal all at the same time. Whew. Big job. Huge job. Mila's leg's fine so far after the last report. Yeah, as far as I know, Mila's leg is doing okay. She's walking a lot better than what she was. And it's just after our run-in with the other hormonal mums. But I think all looking okay, all looking better. And yeah, hopefully she's going to be absolutely fine, and there's not going to be any further action needed. And I think the way that she's healing up, that's kind of proven that as well. Right, across here, because we have some big... This is where all you guys can watch when you come to the farm park, from up here in our new shed. Oh, let me zoom out on here, YouTube. There we go. Block paving's starting to go down now. You can see that's starting to make a bit of a difference. There are going to be another 2 or 3 bits that are block paved down here tomorrow, and we'll be all up and running and ready to go for everyone arriving for the season on the 28th of March, as when the farm park opens. And then on Friday, our gates arrive for this shed, and the twins and triplets are coming up here, and I can't wait to get some animals in here. The electricians are working down there, putting all these lights up, making sure it's nice and illuminated for us, lambing in here. And yeah, it's going to be interesting doing some lambing in there, isn't it? Doing our lives and lambing down there. I've never done that before. So that's going to be really, really interesting. Never done that before at all. So, with that being said, we are getting on just nicely. A little update on Hayley whilst we're here as well. Her triplets are still with her. Remember I said I was going to leave the triplets with Hayley because she does really, really well. She's a solid goat. You know, she's always carrying good condition. She's very milky, and I thought she could raise those babies just fine herself, and she's proven us right. She's doing everything right that she should be. The babies are all thriving, and they're actually massive now. So in the next week or so, they're going to be moving on to some cake as well. And when they start moving on to get some cake, that'll take the heat off Hayley, and yeah, hopefully she'll raise them right the way through. But she's doing a great job so far. So she's a bit of a superstar. So she is, Hayley. I'm glad I left the 3 on her. Alrighty, where are we going now? Where are we heading now? Where are Kyle and Connor? They were getting fed up. They were getting everything fed up and sorted out. Who is that? And why are you standing in a bag of cake? Let's go wander around here. See Sylvie. Let's go. Paddy, we need a Paddy update. I see that in the comments. I'll get you a Paddy update. We'll get you a Paddy update. Here we go. Here's little Sylvie and Caesar. Check them out. Look how cute they are. Doing excellent. She is just the most beautiful little face, isn't she? Like, no doubt about it. She is a stunner. Absolute stunner. Whilst I remember, before we move on to anything else, what time are we actually at? 25, heading for 25 past 5. That has flown in today. Nearly been on for half an hour. Wow. I thought we'd been on for like 15 minutes. Wow. Right, before I forget, and I'm here seeing Sylvie, this reminds me of Pete because he's always in here feeding his calves. Before I forget, Farmer Pete 66 merch. We have new lines coming out. So we're doing an end of line sale. Some offers on the website, dalsconfarm.com. So go out and check that. Worldwide shipping. Farmer Pete merch 636. Check that out. It's on offer just now. And have a wee look at that. There's new designs coming, a new line coming. So we're just making some space. In fact, there's loads of new lines coming of merch. So we're just making some space in the storeroom. So have a wee look at that before it's all gone. dalsconfarm.com. Don't miss out on that. There's a lot of supporters, new supporters content coming. Now, Kyle is going to have the full unredacted version, the version of the video that is not blurred out of our triplet birth that's posted in Dalscon Daily earlier on. It's only going to be visible on the supporters group. So we can post it on there. We can't post it on our pages because it's the platform just doesn't like it. And we get flagged for it. So it will be in our supporters group if you want to see the full video about it. It was very, very stressful. We're going to try our best to get it all on. It might get removed again, but we're going to try our best to get it all on. It'll be in our supporters group as well. And yeah, if you could join us in the supporters group, that would be awesome. Just press that wee green shield at the bottom of the live and it'll take you there and you'll get added into our supporters group. Right, that is us done for today. I didn't realise the time. My wife's coming to get me. We're going to my mother and father-in-law's for dinner tonight. And yeah, go and see the girls before it gets bedtime as well. So I say that, it's 5:30, but the girls are in bed for nearly 6:30 every night. So you don't get much time between finishing work and then the girls going to bed. They've got a hectic little schedule for a 1 and a 3-year-old, that's for sure. Right, have a fantastic night, everyone. Yeah, have a great night. We'll be back tomorrow with loads more updates. Hopefully 71 has given birth already and we can bring you some updates or the live of 2 beautiful little kids that hopefully Merlin's done a good job with, and they're all nice and speckled like little Sweep that we've got that's just born with Sooty. Right, have a great night, everyone, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.